this one if it's okay. Good evening, Spencer. I've waited a long time to be able to come here and say that. I am the built environment portion of the Blue Zone's approach to longevity and health and well-being. And I want to share with you the significance and the meaning of the built environment. And also to celebrate where Spencer is in being one of only 4 communities to represent all of Iowa. And as I've been doing for over 6 months now, as I've been traveling all of North America, towns every size, every scale, I'm asking them to focus their eyes on Iowa, and that means on what you're able to pull off here in Spencer. So I want to get into that. If you'll follow the screen a little bit, the gentleman standing in the left panel assumes that the world should be what he sees. But he's wrong. The world, as we know it, became something different. We spend far more time in traffic than we would like. People rush their child across the street because we designed it too fast, too wide. We have a lot of suburban areas that are schlock, and as we get older, we realize we forgot to build the environment that works for us. So I want to share that what you're able to do here is a seed, something to nurture that will one time spread throughout all of North America. And I really am serious about that. We need the model projects and the people that work together to collaborate that make that happen. This is Tallahassee, Florida, a road that was way overbuilt for speed and emptying its downtown of its life every night, and a life gets taken within range of that camera every single year. This scene is in front of a high school. It's a pretty big high school. Where are the students that are walking or bicycling? This is Maui. The problems we have created are not going to go away until we change the type of roads that we build and the kind of places. Now, our country has the technological genius to get someone to the moon and back, but we cannot get our own child from school and back. What have we become? This is how serious the problem is today. And so I want to share with you, if we want to look like Madison, Wisconsin, where they've been working at this, another winter city, for over 20, perhaps as many as 30 years, we can do it, but we have to put our hearts to it. We have to put our souls to it. We have to make it work. So what I'd like to share with you in the few minutes I have available with you today is that all future decisions based on transportation dollars have got to increase land value. Anytime we spend even $1 that lowers property values, it's also lowering our health and causing us to have astronomical health care costs. And so everything you're seeing here is something that's now being built, and is being built in towns of all size, all scale, and a great variety of people. And this is the challenge for Spencer, to be able to follow the Dan Buettner challenge. We were very fortunate to work with Dan in Albert Lea and now in the beach communities in California and follow the success. And we know it's replicable. But I want to share with you that as we came in this summer to get a good understanding from the field, I got to ride bikes with Dan. We'd stop, we'd chat with some of the locals nearby. We were able to do many drive-throughs before we got on the bikes, and then discover the people of Spencer, the philosophy of we care about our people. So I'm going to take you on a quick walking audit from this morning. These are the folks who joined us in your wonderful community center. And as we went out and took a look and understood the quality of your people, the volunteerism, we would go out and we'd build some new tools, just temporarily. This is a curb extension. We wanted people to understand what their value was, how they work, how they come together. Kelly Morphy, who you see here in the puffy coat, is also with the Walkable and Livable Communities Institute. And you can tell she loves doing this work because Kelly's from Guam originally, and she doesn't even know what a coat looks like until you put one on her. But we also had to pay close attention to who uses your streets, Grand Avenue, and then get together with people and ask the kinds of questions that we learned the sensitivities, so that when we go to write the report, we're going to be able to be very customized and respond to your direct needs. Kathy Kostakis has also joined us. She'll be working on the report. She comes down from Montana. But I want to celebrate the people of your community and how they are already forming small Moais. We found this group in the morning. People who are outsiders, who are just enjoying their time here. Joel Spoonheim's been a real horsepower behind this whole process. And just what it feels like to us to come in from the outside. But now I want to celebrate your success. You have built one of the more beautiful communities I found anywhere in North America. The Art Deco, it's really true. Your love for the Art Deco, for medians, for green, for terminating vistas with new buildings being invested in. Truly one of the most unique lamp styles and lawn furniture, street furniture. But now I want to celebrate with you some other places so you can see the kinds of imaging we're talking about. These are all from the Eastern Shore, Exmoor, Virginia. And I think you can see how you take one small place in the community and work from that. This is where all the Chincoteague ponies come from, Chincoteague Island. But this is what it looks like today. There's not a lot of love here. And working together with the community, this is what they're going to create. These are the kinds of ideas we're talking about. Or Cape Charles, Virginia. And in their case, they become the models for all of the Eastern Shore. Over 20 different communities are going to take their instincts and their inspirations from these 3 communities, plus a few more. So here's what I'd like to do is to take a look at, for example, your gateway on top, and then say, is that as good as you want to be, or do you want to be even better? And then say, okay, this is an example of the same style of street where someone put a lot of care, a lot of thought into the arrival in their community. Or in this case, again, on top, being able to look at an approach to your downtown and the way other people have orchestrated the same approach. So this is what I wanted to do, to be able to share with you the kinds of imaging. So if you have, say, already created your street so it gives full access to more parking, can you actually tighten down the throat to the street to make it even more attractive and easier to walk around and along Grand? You've got a lot of extra space left on your bridge. Right now, all you're doing is inducing a high speed into the town center. That's not what you want. And you could, as we see in another gateway, transform it, add bike lanes, and make it a very attractive, even an artistic place. So I'm trying to draw some comparisons with these images of, on top in this case, your downtown, and what some other folks have done with medians, with green. Now, I'm not trying to plant a particular idea. I'm really trying to get across the concept that when you build for people, you're building for beauty. You're building for a desire to come back to the downtown or to identify with the downtown, to bring in new jobs. So you look at anything that, and I'll be candid, is quite ugly, and you just have to say, this is not Spencer. We're above this. And you're above this. And so when we draw some comparisons and when we write the report and you say we want places for people to eat where they can engage with the public on the streets, where the social exchange becomes high. So a street like 4th could be your first street where you do a road diet, where you take away the lanes you do not need and put in something more. So these are the things we look at. Now let me build upon the tools. So number 1, and this is something I know you're already working on, is to have a policy in place that anytime you touch a road in the future, even resurface, you will complete that street. You'll make it for everybody all the time. So to show you that that can be done and really should be done, I went up into a bucket truck in Claremont, California, Route 66, shot Claremont, which is pretty good, but they wanted to be better, and then just turned around in the bucket truck and shot Pomona. The state agency that built this road can build either. And they can actually build even more beautiful because it's in their books. They know how to do it, and they're staying within the range of what they know to do. Now, does everybody see the woman standing in the street in the top photo? I went back 3 days later, and she was still there. It's in Missoula, Montana, where I used to live. And that road, and the reason I show it here, is a primary arterial. That road has a major function to play in moving traffic. But this one down below is also a primary arterial. Guess which one moves more cars? The lower one. Which one is at least twice as safe? The lower one. Which one sets the stage for the retail and social life of the street to go up 4 to 5 times? The lower one. Which one actually lowers blood pressure? Proven. The lower one. People respond to beauty. And so what we're saying is, when we go to a category of road, such as a primary arterial, which Grand is, then it's your choice of what it will look like, how it will behave, and how it will bring back the vitality, the life of your community. So Dunderave, a Marine Drive it's called, is a wonderful model. But